Hello Capricorn, this is Victoria and I'm here with your July tarot forecast. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the reading. As always, we'll be looking at your love life and your career space. At the end, we'll see what the advice from the universe is on how to best utilize the energies of the month of July. And at the very end, I'll also pull some messages from your person of interest to yourself. So make sure that you stick around for that. And at the beginning, of course, we're gonna do our usual oracle card reading. Today it's the Sacred Traveler Oracle that I'm gonna be using. So let's get started right away. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe. And of course, there is a description box with all kinds of information about what I do, my services, my content. So get yourself familiar with it. And as always, I appreciate your likes and comments. These readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Capricorn. So if you're checking for a sun sign, please make sure to check out videos for your other placements as well. All right, so Capricorn, for you today, we've got taking shelter. The answers are within. This is Hermit card. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the answers are not on the surface. They are not with somebody else around us. Sorry about this. They are within us. We already have the answer. If you are able to formulate the question, there's a good chance that you already have the answer to that question. So this is what you're invited to look at right now. All right. So for your love life and personal space, you have Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. All right. Then for your career, you have Eight of Swords, Death, this is Scorpio energy, and Knight of Wands. And then the advice, Four of Cups, Strength, this is Leo energy, and the Emperor, Aries. Wow, lots of fire for you in this reading actually. Bottom of the deck, Tower, that's Aries energy, so another fire element energy. Yeah, so things may seem like, you know, like you may feel like you're out of breath quite a lot in July. That's what I'm gonna say. Things may feel like they're very intense, too fast, just like everything is just rapidly expanding and like pieces of the new environment are changing without anybody asking you how you feel about it, you know? It's not really up to you. As you can see, like these cards that we just seen, the Strength, the Emperor, the Tower, even the Death card, they're all major arcanas, which means that this is brought into your life for an important reason. And I feel like this is an expansion, this is an upgrade or ascension, right? And the Death energy itself is about transformation. It's transforming from one state to another, right? So this is a chance for you to transform and leave the old paradigms behind, especially anything that you've complained about or anything that was like literally holding you back. Maybe you didn't really word it that way, right? Maybe you had some family responsibility, so you couldn't leave that job because it felt like, you know, it's gonna, you know, the project or the team is gonna really suffer if you leave now. So you would stay there despite knowing that it's not serving you, it's not for you really, that you should do something else or go somewhere else, right? But you would still stay. It's that kind of energy. And sometimes it requires that kind of divine intervention into our life where the energy can be like some movements are happening for us. So I almost feel like this is something that you've manifested for yourself, Capricorn. But anyway, your energy today, the personal space, personal space and love, you have Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. So you're setting the tone of wanting more than just having fun in your relationship. You want the reciprocity, you want the equal give and take with your partner. You want someone who is not gonna just focus on you entirely, who's gonna honor their wishes as well, and where you are able to do the same. It's very honorable intention, right? What the cards are telling me is that there are different ways of going about it. It's not black and white. It definitely isn't like it's either you or your person at fault. It's something that you can both work on, maybe from different angles. So look at the options, look at the variations, right? And when it comes to having fun, remind yourself that, you know, you're supposed to have fun in life. It's just that maybe the way you want to have fun and the way your person is could vary, and you enjoy different things, and that's a completely different question, right? If their mode of communication, of leisure activities, to go to a club or to a bar and have a few drinks, and you don't enjoy that, it doesn't mean that, you know, you're not about having fun, or like it's something that you're not interested in. But for you, it might as well be I don't know, staying at home and solving a puzzle, or going on a hike, or watching a movie together with your person, right? It could be just different things here at play. So something to consider, and part of building reciprocity in your relationship is that kind of give and take, right? Is that you're also vulnerable and honest about where you are, what's working for you and what isn't. July, just a little note on the side, July might be tricky for having deep conversations about relationships, mostly because I think from 17th of July we have another Mercury retrograde begin. So I would say if this feels like it resonates and you feel like this conversation has been long coming, please have it in the first half of July if possible. Or if you're doing it as the Mercury retrograde begins, that's also fine, but just be extra cautious with the way you approach the conversation, with the words that you pick, and making sure that your person really knows that this is a safe space, and by confronting certain dynamics, certain behavior in your relationship, you're not blaming them, you are not complaining, you are not trying to end the relationship, like all these things, you know. So make sure that you create safe space with it. And I apologize for the noise, but I'm in a city center right now, and there's always a lot of action outside. So some readers actually consider the ambulance to be signal, to be like a confirmation or another sign of like, yes, there is certain urgency to a situation, there's something that's calling for your attention right now. When it comes to your workspace, we have 8 of Swords, the Death, and Knight of Pentacles. So you're moving away from the energy where you felt like you had to do the boring thing or the most responsible thing, because if not you, then who? And that needs to stay in the past, because you're moving, you're given an opportunity to focus on something that excites you, that you're passionate about, that, you know, maybe keeps you up at night in a good way, but at the very least keeps you out of bed in the morning, gets you out of bed, and makes you feel like you want to start working on that project as soon as possible, or serving the clients, or whatever that is for you, you know. So yeah, even at this point in time, you don't really have much choice because the Death card is going to take away the old anyway. It might mean that you won't be able to work with the same people, or even on the same project, or I don't know, in the same location with a nice office, for example, right? Like those things could go away too. And for a moment, it might seem like you did something wrong, or this is a punishment or something like that. So it's important for you in that moment to remind yourself that this is actually happening for you, right? Because you're ready for the next stage. You're ready for something that's going to be a lot more exciting and inspirational for you. And then the advice that we have is 4 of Cups, the Strengths, and the Emperor. It's interesting because I was just doing, I think, Sagittarius reading, and I also got both of these cards. Very interesting. So maybe watch that video too. But what this is saying to us, especially because it's so fiery, is that it's time to show courage and step into our power. Stop waiting for things to happen. Stop watching your life on the sidelines. It's like, okay, I guess it's not gonna happen this week. No, this is the time to make it happen. but not forcing it is a difference, but actually courageously speaking to the universe of what is it that you want and taking action towards it. Again, in a non-confrontational way, not trying to push other people around, right? It's more about the priorities that you set for yourself, right? Where you prioritize your dreams, your deep desires, and you're working towards them. If it's true and in alignment, it's never going to be violating someone else's space, safety, anything like that. But if you find that it actually is, then just take a pause there and see what's going on, whether you were too rough or too harsh, or like you took too much space in terms of like just pushing things, or it's the other person who were set in their ways or had certain expectations that you're not living up to, and it's essentially their tension and their problem to deal with. Okay, last but not least, let's get some messages from your person of interest, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? Okay, we got 2 of Wands, I think. Let's see. Yes, it's 2 of Wands. Clarified by, just like a portal. In this deck, I see this card as a portal usually. The Hermit and 4 of Coins. Yeah, so your person is basically saying that they feel like they are maturing into a wiser version of themselves, where they don't just chase money and outer success, but they actually want to figure out who they are, you know, what they're about. And it's very foreign land right now for a person, so show them some grace with that, give them some space, but they want to make sure that they're not holding back on you. They don't want that. Right now it may seem a little bit like that because they're not sure what's going on exactly, so it's hard for them to share with you. But what you can do, of course, is, because this is monumental for them and they know that this will be important for your relationship as well going forward, and in terms of building something long term, what you can do is open the door to a conversation, to, you know, providing the support when and if they're ready to share, and if they feel like they could use someone else's help in their current space. Okay, I hope this was useful to you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.